This video addresses Priority's service management software, an all-in-one solution for companies that sell integrated systems such as security systems, HVAC systems, elevator systems, and the like, and provide ongoing service for these systems. This solution enables you to manage all pre-sale and post-sale activities relating to the integrated systems you provide, including warranty and maintenance of these systems, all within a single software package. Priority's service management software helps companies oversee customer relations across the sales process, organize the various costs associated with the sales process within a single sales project, work with service contracts, and handle service calls, whether by help desk staff or by field technicians. Moreover, a variety of financial tools are integrated into Priority's customer service solution, and various executive reports are available to help you manage the entire process. An overview of the entire solution is presented in a separate video clip. In this video, we will demonstrate one aspect of the solution, managing service contracts in Priority. All sales-related activities can be linked to a single project, beginning with the initial price quote, enabling you to keep track of all the relevant expenses from within the sales project. Once you succeed in closing the sale, you can open a service contract for the project by running the Open Service Contract for Project program directly from the upper-level projects form. Service contracts can also be opened independently of the sales project or any project for that matter. Let's proceed to review the service contract itself and see what options are available. You can open the service contracts form from the main menu, but at this time we're going to access the contract via a sub-level of the projects form, Service Contracts for Projects, from which we can continue to the contract itself. The service contract determines the period in which services are provided for each individual part or assembled component in the system under the initial warranty. At the end of this period, the customer will be charged for annual maintenance. Note that once you begin to record service calls for parts covered under this contract, these calls will appear in the service calls per contract sublevel form. Since this contract was linked to an existing sales project, the appropriate customer number has been filled in automatically. Note that the same customer record linked to the service contract is also linked to the relevant customer relations data, service calls, and financial and billing data. Hence, the sales rep, service technicians, and accounting department all have access to the same customer data and the same service contract. Moving to the Dates in Effect tab, you can see the range of dates covered by this contract. In the Renewal Option column, we'll record the number of years for which the contract should be renewed, if the customer decides to extend it. In the Contract Source tab, you can see that this contract has been linked to the sales project. Under the References tab, note the value of the Service Terms column. This column has been filled in automatically with the default value 000 indicating full payment. Let's change this to Service for New Systems. Press F6 twice from this column to proceed to the Service Terms form. In the Conditions of Service Terms sublevel form, you can specify which part families are covered by the service terms and which are not. For example, under the current service terms, you'll notice that work hours are covered by the overall contract fee, as indicated by the fact that they are not flagged as billable. Similarly, servicing for the part families associated with new system components is exempt from payment. However, if the client requests service for consumable components such as batteries, the provided service will be billed separately. Let's return to the service contract. In the Items in Contract sublevel form, you can see a list of components included in this contract and the charges for each. In cases where service is offered only for a specific serialized part, such as an electrical component, a column is provided in which to indicate the relevant serial number. This definition is crucial as it helps to ensure that company technicians provide services only for the actual parts that you provided Or, if you sell a servicing package for an existing system, that the part in question has passed inspection by an authorized technician. Note that all information pertaining to the serialized part can be accessed from the catalog of parts with serial numbers, including the date of installation at the customer's site. Moreover, you can use the serialized components of parts sublevel form to list any components that make up the device, some of which may also be assigned a serial number. In summary, detailed identifying information regarding the specific part you supplied can be linked to the service contract, service calls, and many other system documents, enabling company technicians to verify that repairs and replacements are provided only for the original components that were purchased from your company. For items that are not serialized, you can record the installation date directly in the service contract, as well as the date on which the warranty expires. Use the quantity column to indicate the number of items covered by the contract. Note that for serialized parts, the recorded quantity should always be 1, and a separate line should be recorded for each serial number. The unit price indicates the price at which a single unit of the part is sold to the customer according to the defined price source. In other words, this amount corresponds to the price of the part itself rather than its service. The annual service fee for each part can be defined either as a percentage of the part price or as a flat fee in either the pro-rate charge percent or the flat rate charge yearly column, respectively. The amounts recorded in this sub-level form are used to calculate the total cost of the service contract. To enable billing for the service contract, return to the upper level form and update the status to approved. In the Terms tab, you can choose the desired payment frequency, in this case, monthly. Next, we'll activate a program that calculates the amount of this month's payment installment. We'll confirm the displayed notification and then move to the Payment Installments sublevel form. As you can see, the system has automatically filled in the payment amount that covers the first month of the contract from the effect date through the end of the current month. Additionally, a description has been filled in for this installment, as well as the payment amount and other details. Returning to the upper level form, notice that you can activate a program from this form to automatically prepare an invoice billing the customer for the calculated payment amount. Moreover, note that the Paid Until column indicates the date up until which the customer has paid for the contract. We recommend that you also run periodic reports to ensure that all billable items and service calls linked to the current service contract have in fact been billed. In this way, you can ensure accurate and timely billing for service contracts and keep track of all related invoices and receipts. You may also have noticed that a number of informative sublevel forms are linked to the Payment Installments form. Details of any invoices issued for the current payment installment and actual payments received, data pertaining to linkage to foreign currencies where relevant, calls to the customer for clarification, and a form in which to record additional remarks regarding the current payment installment. Finally, let's review a few executive reports and BI tools that are available to the Service Manager. One such tool is the Service Manager dashboard, which can be used to view customer service data in a variety of cross-sections. The Service Manager dashboard is presented in greater detail in the Priority for Integrated Systems clip. In addition, the Executive Reports menu contains BI reports that can be used for service call analysis. You can also generate your own customized reports using the provided report generators. For instance, you can use the Servicing Report Generator to design a report that includes exactly those columns that you select. You can also add columns that use a custom expression to perform mathematical operations such as addition or subtraction on other column values. You can then assign your report a name, arrange its columns as desired, and decide whether it will be available for your personal use only or for general use. Custom reports such as this one can also be added to any menu in Priority. Finally, there are a number of service contract reports that can be used to analyze the profitability of service contracts. These reports present your actual profit from designated service contracts after deducting any expenses you incurred for services and replacement parts that were provided under the contract free of charge. This report can help you locate any customers whose contract with your company has not been profitable for some reason. For instance, perhaps the contract wasn't priced correctly, or maybe a certain customer has been misusing the free services you offer. This concludes our demonstration of how to work with service contracts in Priority. Service contracts are just one element of Priority's all-in-one solution for the integrated systems market, which enables companies to handle the pre-sale process, installation project, service contract, and ongoing customer service within a single software package with no add-ons.